Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox. Welcome back to my shop here in Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. Welcome to everybody that's here in the stream. I'm going to do another relaxed build tonight. I've had a lot of requests lately to do the General Lee. Now, I've already done the Dodge Charger once, but I did manage to find another one in the junkyard, and we hauled that back to the garage. And we're going to drag that into the shop, completely fix it all up, and then we're going to throw a livery on it that will make it look like the General Lee, hopefully. And then hopefully everything will kind of work out really good. But like I said, we've already done it before, so it's maybe not a totally new build for us. However, I thought it looked pretty cool with the General Lee livery on it. And rather than just reskinning the one I already had, I thought it'd be neat just to build the whole thing up. And then we're going to take it out to the test track, and we're going to try and jump it over the wall the way we did accidentally with the Shelby Cobra. Now, there's an area there where there's like a slope that goes right up to the wall, and we're kind of hoping that we can catch that and get some air and just sail over the wall, just like in a true Dukes of Hazzard kind of a jump. We'll see how it goes over, but we might have to take a couple shots at it because I haven't practiced the angle. Of course, we had the Daytona here that we were working on last time, so I think once we finish the Charger, we'll probably come back and finish off the Daytona if there's enough time left in the stream for that. We'll see how it ends up if we end up going out. And yes, we do have Nightbot now. I brought him in just to kind of help out a little bit. Just to test it out, because on the Oxygen Uncluded streams, we've been getting 350 or so people. There's been a lot of spam and stuff, and it's kind of a lot for the mods to try to keep up with. So we'll see if Nightbot can kind of help out a little bit with that, but we're just testing it out tonight. But let's get out to the garage. We'll find that Dodge Charger and see what kind of shape that it's in. You can never really tell until you get it back to your garage what it's going to look like. Because in the junkyard, it always looks like it's super trashed, like it's rust from top to bottom, front to back. And then you bring it back in, and sometimes the paint job looks okay. It's just kind of like based on what the body condition is, maybe. Yeah, bring in the Daisy Dukes. Huh, how do you know I'm not wearing the Daisy Dukes right now? Don't answer that. Yeah, we did start on the Daytonas last time, so it'd be nice to kind of get that polished off and see how it looks when it's all finished. And we have a few cars in here. We're getting quite a collection. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, that's looking like a right good mess. This one's in even worse shape than the last one I did. Here's the Porsche that we did last time. It's still looking nice and sharp. At some point, I might end up having to sell it. Well, from what I understand, if you're doing a bunch of mods, you don't want to have too many of them installed, but it is just a car setting, so I'm kind of hoping I won't have to do that. But let's get this into the shop. I paid a grand total of $8,478 for this wonderful piece of machinery. We'll get that into the shop. We can get it underway. I think I'm up to something around, I don't know, 20 cars or so in the shop. And I installed another mod to try to do the old Ferrari. It's like a Ferrari Bertolina, but I couldn't find one in the junkyard in time. So I thought it'd be a good day to maybe tackle the General Lee, since I happened to come across the Dodge Charger. It's funny. I went out to the junkyard like, I don't know, 10 times looking for cars and looking for the Charger and getting nothing. And then I got one time I went out there and there were like 4 Chargers in the junkyard all at the same time. It was crazy. I probably should have grabbed them just to fix them up and sell them, but... So here's our wonderful teal Charger. This thing's a real gem. It's not going to take a lot to strip this thing down because most of the pieces are missing. But I think we're going to end up spending a lot of time in the store instead, trying to buy up all the pieces that we need for it. You're welcome, Mad Max. So there are, as I said, there are a bunch of people that have been asking me to do the General Lee. And ultimately, this Charger is not exactly the same. I mean, it's close, but the grille on the front is different. This one's got the solid grille all the way across, where the General Lee actually has the divided grille. And then there's like a piece that goes up in front that's like the ram or whatever that protects the front of the car. And this Charger, unfortunately, doesn't have that. And there's not really an option to put it on either. I haven't seen anyone that's done a mod for this car, aside from just changing the livery around so that you can kind of make it look like the car, but... Do Daisy's Jeep next. I think I saw a Jeep actually in the mod store, and there's supposed to be another DLC pack coming out for this soon that's going to offer Jeeps too. So I'm curious to see what that'll have in it. Hopefully it won't be like the DLC for the Dodge and for the Mazda, because both of those only had like 2 cars in them each. It's kind of disappointing. Pay extra for the DLC and only get like 2 cars in each one. But I'm curious to see what the Jeeps will look like ultimately. The 70s model grill. Yeah, this is supposed to... I thought this was supposed to be like a 68 Charger, but it's just a different grill. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it's the General Lee that's a 68, and this one's just not. Nevertheless, we'll get all this thing stripped apart here. I'm going to take everything I can here while we're underneath it. We'll grab the engine last, I guess, since we're already kind of under here. Get it all pulled apart. It's been another chill stream. So if you haven't seen a car mechanic simulator stream before, these are generally pretty relaxing. It's a nice opportunity for me to kind of engage a little bit with the chat, just because I can pay a little more attention to that. There's no crazy action I need to pay attention to in this, except when I'm crashing the car. But even then, I'm not really paying attention because I probably wouldn't crash the car if I did. No, that's not true. I'm a horrible driver in this game. Hi, Cyber Asian 082. What's with me flipping cars? You know what? I don't know what it is. In this game, I just cannot seem to drive very well. It doesn't help that I'm often driving with the keyboard, so everything's like all on or all off. And yes, it probably is a sign that you're a fan if you're watching me build virtual cars. Either that or you just like this game. I was actually reading an article about this recently. That this game was a bit of a surprise in terms of how popular it's been, because they thought that originally it would really only appeal to people who are kind of diehard car fans, but it's kind of like a chill, relaxing game to sit and play. So more people are getting into it, which is interesting. Yeah, the General Lee's a 68. So there doesn't seem to be a mod that anyone has for the 68, I don't think. At least if there is, I didn't see it. So this'll have like the livery or whatever to be skinned like it, but it won't be the exact car. Hi, Dead Gamer. How are you? You're just in the Fox Squad. Kayla's just a mod. She hates these car games. I like to torture her and play them over and over again so that she has to keep showing up and trying not to fall asleep during the stream. It's like meditating. It is. You know, it is kind of a relaxing game. Like I've said it before. Like part of the reason I like this game is because I don't know. I can just chill out. It's kind of like just hanging out instead of being frantically focused on trying to keep my duplicants from dying or my character from getting shot by somebody or what have you. All right, we've got the whole front end ripped apart now. That didn't take much. I guess we should get the radiator there when we take it down too. And then quick trip to the back end of the car. We'll rip all this apart. Probably in the right order would work better. Yeah, I used to watch Dukes of Hazzard as a kid too. Them Hazzard boys are in for a world of trouble. It seems like so long ago now. Probably because... Okay, I think it might be working again. Let me know if you can see and or hear me. I don't know what happened there, but my computer just decided spontaneously to take a dump on me. I was just busy taking parts apart, and then suddenly everything collapsed on me. So hopefully everything will be working again. But let me know if you're hearing me and if you can see everything, and then I'll get... Actually, it looks like the game crashed too. That's wonderful. All right, I'm gonna have to relaunch the whole game. Man. I wonder if it might be because I installed a mod the other day. Actually, a couple mods. I don't know if this thing likes them very much. All right, Car Mechanic Simulator. It's apparently refreshing itself. Wonderful times. So I have no idea at what point this will have saved. We might have to go back and restart pulling the car apart. That will really stink. The image works, but it was oxygen not included. Not exactly Car Mechanic Simulator. I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of just doing whatever, and everything collapsed down to a single monitor on me because I have two monitors. And the game, I think, was the problem. It just pooched out. But nevertheless, as long as it's working, I guess. It just wouldn't be a stream if I didn't have some form of a random technical difficulty. Nice stuff and more stuff. Yeah, I am finally back. All right, let's see where this leaves us. I have a feeling it'll be right at that point where I sent the car into the garage. Because there wasn't really a save point, I don't think, after that. But each time you load in, it kind of saves. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Good lord. Always a technical problem. Yep, there it is. We got to pull the whole car apart again. It's a good thing there's not all that much car left here. This might be frustrating. Please don't crash again. That's actually the first time this game's crashed on me at all. So I guess I should be relatively impressed by that anyway. Gonna get this stuff out of here. Oh, I forgot to grab the battery last time too. Got it now though. Good lord. There's always a technical issue of some kind. Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm. I don't know all the lyrics though. Just know the fancy catchphrases. That's what I memorized. Yeah. Notice me, senpai. Notice me. It's funny. It's not even anime. What's up, Greg Spragan? I don't know how to pronounce that. It is working on Twitch, so I had a minor issue. It was working on both Twitch and YouTube. I can see it myself now on the thing. You might actually have to refresh if you're on Twitch and you're not seeing the video. But the whole thing crashed on me, so I kind of lost the whole feed and shut everything down and get it all right back up again. Good times. What kind of cars are in this game? That's a good question. There's, I don't know, 40 or 50 different cars, I think. So most of them they're like mock-ups of real brands, but they've licensed the Mazda brand and Dodge. So in the Dodge, they have the Dodge Charger and the Dodge Challenger. And then they have the Daytona as well, but they don't name it that because they didn't license it. So it's called the Tempest Magnum. And then outside of that, they have some cars that look like BMWs, some that look like I don't know, a bunch of stuff. I have to actually go in and look at the. They actually have a showroom where you can go in and see all the different cars, what they look like in top condition, and then you can put like different paint jobs and stuff on them, climb in, start them up, all that kind of stuff. I don't think you can drive them, but you can definitely play around with them a little bit. Welcome, Nightbot. So I am testing out the Nightbot tonight. This is the first time I've used a bot in here, but we've been finding, as I mentioned earlier, that with the Oxygen Not Included streams, we're getting so many people in the chat that it's getting kind of spammy, and there's a lot of random stuff going on. So hopefully that will help kind of tamper some of that down and make it a bit easier for Caitlin and the other mods to kind of stay on top of the chat a little bit better. So we're just experimenting with that tonight. So he'll pop up like every 15 minutes or so to have something to say, or if somebody says something inappropriate, it might interject. Yeah, there's a variety of cars in the game that you can buy all new, but I agree. Like, there's no point in. I don't know what the point is in doing that. It's a car mechanic game, so you would think you would want to buy one that you have to fix, or even if there was somebody you could trash it and then go back and fix it. So you could take like a Lamborghini and drive it into a wall or something, and then go through all the work to put it back together. But not so much. They just don't. It's not really an option. Sorry, I missed the question there, Ray. What was the question you don't know the answer to? Out of all the cars in the game, which is my favorite? Of the ones that are in the game currently, I would say probably the Dodge Charger. It's got so much power. It's got more power than I can control in this game. Nightbot is a bot, not a person. Hence the name bot. Question was, but do all the cars start out totally rusted, or are there sometimes just old, busted up, not totally rusted out cars? So it depends on where you get the car from. They have varying body conditions, and in this game, they represent any kind of damage to the car or any worn out pieces as rust. So consequently, anything that needs work is going to have a certain amount of rust on it. But if you find like barn finds, for example, instead of going to the junkyard, they'll tend to have less worn out pieces, so there's less rust on them. But there's always something. Unless you go to the actual the car salon and buy a brand new car, it'll always be something. Well, there's no 68 model. I think this is the 70 model, isn't it? Or is it the 70 was the General Lee? I don't know. It was just a fun car to put together and then take it out and drive it and spin it out all over the place. So this car's anything salvageable? Some of the pieces might be. Some of it'll be fixable. I'm just pulling everything off first, and then once we have the car totally disassembled, I'll go over to the repair bench and we'll see if there's any pieces here we can fix. Usually there's some stuff we can repair, but generally not all that many. The more busted out a piece is, the less likely it is that you can repair it. If it's under something like 18% or something, or maybe it's 15%, I can't remember. The part's generally not repairable. And then there are some pieces that they're never repairable. Unless you have a mod for it. Yeah, the bolts look pretty new, don't they? The car is toasted, but the bolts look great. Yeah, this is the 71. 68 is in the game, 69 was using the Lee, and 70 has a similar grip of the 60. Oh, okay. So this is the 68? I'm not super awesome with all the car years and stuff. I don't have an eye for that kind of stuff. I know there are people that they know their cars inside out and backwards, and they know like all the differences that make the identifiable year on a car, but that is definitely not me. 68's the General Lee, right? Okay. After an acid bath, it will be good as new. With my luck, I'd drop it in an acid bath and just melt the whole car. I'd have nothing left. Here's my fancy car. It's basically just a floating liquid solution. Okay, so I need to haul the engine out of this thing. I'm gonna get all the body parts off of this first, though. What there is left of it. Got some fenders. Man, okay, there's not a whole lot to pull off of this thing. A headlight, a fender, and a tail light. Everything else is missing, including all the seats, all the windows. This thing's in pristine shape. I think it's ready to sell. Car you're using is the 70 chart. So this is the 70. Okay. I don't know. I keep getting conflicting stories. I'm getting like stuff that's... I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take this and we'll get the welder over here. We'll fix up the body on it. And we'll also throw the battery on the charger since... For whatever reason, we can always seem to fix the battery. Which I'm not going to complain about, because, I mean, that's money in my pocket, but... Give this a quick weld for $1,000. Bam! Good as new. That's a strange color, but it's there. Oop, that's not what I want. No. Hello, welder. Alright. I can't move the welder. There we go. My goodness. Alright, might as well do the interior detailing too, otherwise I'm liable to forget because I have a brain like a goldfish. I'm gonna post pictures of the 3 years with their front and rear differences. I'm just gonna look it up. Alright. Can you add turbos and superchargers? I don't know if you can. There are certain cars that have superchargers in here, but I haven't tried to actually swap out an engine and try and do something different with it. I've heard people say you can only use the engine the car had in it, but I do hope it'll get to the point where you can do more. I know they put a post up the other day saying that they're working on the update that will allow us to have some tuning and stuff. And at that point, maybe we'll be able to change up engines. There's going to be some parts that you can put in that will have a different effect on the vehicle too. Not sure exactly how that's going to play out, but like basically like performance parts. All right, so there she is, all stripped down to nothing. We've got the interior cleaned, the body's all welded up. Let's go put the engine back together, and then we can get all the suspension and everything done. Let's see. All that's left on this is the block of the crankshaft, I think. Oh, come on. Give me the handle. I need the handle. There we go. Yep, just the block of the crankshaft. We don't even have like the caps or anything in here. Alright, we're going to be buying a lot of parts for this thing. I left the back window in. No, you're right, it did. I thought the glass was out. Thanks for spotting that. Make sure there's not... Oh, is there any here? No. No, okay, that's it. Wow, I'm actually impressed that the back window was even in there. Cover her up, Cryptic. It's a decent exposure. Don't show off her undergarments. Alright, so it looks like there's a few parts in here we're going to get to repair. I broke something. So I did a little bit of work in between videos to try to level up a bit. It takes a lot of repairs to get the car leveled up, though. So I'm at level 33 right now. Almost level 34. If I get to level 35, then we'll get 100% repairing, and we can finally repair body parts. Which I guess that makes me a car doctor at that point. Okay, that's the sum total of everything we have for the engine. She's ready to go. Like nothing. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to need pistons. We're going to need crankshaft bearing caps. We're going to need rod caps. Lots of spending to do on this car. Hello, Classic Car Reviews. Pistons, we're going to need 8 of these. And I suppose if we're getting the pistons, we might as well get piston rings also, because, you know, can't work without those. Need some rod caps. And we'll also need crankshaft bearings. I think there's only 3 of them we need in here, though. Yeah, transmission jobs give great experience and great money, and you can also do them really fast. It's not like in real life. Like in real life, if you have to like haul the gearbox and deal with all the clutch and everything, it's a lot of work. In this game, it's relatively simple. It pays a lot of money. You can churn them out really fast, and they give good experience. So normally, when I'm working on trying to gain experience, the stuff I'm focused on doing is anything related to people saying their car's not shifting well. So anything that's related to that transmission or the gearbox. Anything that's related to the exhaust system, because those are super fast to swap out. The way it works is you get like 1 experience point for every piece of the vehicle you take off and every piece you put back on. And then when you complete a job, you get 100 bonus experience points. So unless you're going to take off a ton of parts, it's actually worth it to get the experience faster just by completing jobs quickly, because you get the bonus experience adds up quicker. Is there a 59 Cadillac mod in this game? I'm not sure. I know I'm pretty sure there is a Cadillac, but I don't think it's a 50. I don't think it's a 59. Like on the forums, there's a modding discussion, and there's maybe a dozen cars I think so far that people have modded up for CMS 2018. Might be a little bit more than a dozen, but the options are still relatively limited. Hopefully, as it goes along, we'll get some more options in there. I know there are people working on a variety of things. I even saw somebody who had a big Hummer in there, which I thought was kind of cool. Let's get an oil pan and the oil filter. The oil filter is for the V8, but it's the V8 overhead valve C we need for the oil pan. Let's see, V8. Grab this thing. Why am I not seeing the oil pan I need? Oh, there it is. Gosh. I'm blind. I can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Alright, so that's the bottom of the engine all slapped together. Let's get out of here. We'll flip this thing over. Put some more of it back together. There's a fake caddy in the game. Yeah. Yeah. It's there's a... is it the Luxor Brown that looks like the caddy, or is that something else that I'm thinking of? There we go. Man. Can't click if my life depended on it today. There's a Ford GTX 40 Mark 1 mod. Oh, that's cool. There's a variety of things I saw in the discussion that looked kind of cool. All right, we have a lot to put together on this thing. Let's see. What should I start with? I guess I'll get ignition and distributor. So ignition will get me both the ignition distributor. There we go. That'll get me my ignition coil, the distributor, and then the cap. It will be this one. And then the wires. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the V8 overhead. It'd probably be the V8 wires, I would think, because it doesn't have the V8 overhead valve option there. So I know when this game comes out on PS4. So I have heard that it's supposed to be in the 4th quarter. At least that was what they were originally targeting for. I don't know if they're on target to meet that or not. But that's that was the original plan anyway. It's supposed to come out on Xbox One and PS4. Hi, the gaming turtle. Luxor Bowen is the caddy. I thought that was it. Yeah, it's kind of an odd one, but I forgot to get clip B's. Say skulks just as a test. No, the lag. Actually, I didn't even say skulks. It said shulks. I don't know. We need clip B's. Oh, and I can't type. There we go. Is the stream down again? You gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna get any notice from... Hold on a second. I'm not gonna get a notice from YouTube about slow feed. I'm not gonna get notice from my own system either, so I don't think it should be lagging. The taskbar did it. I mean, maybe it's the mods. I don't know. It seems to be everything seems to be running fine on my end, so I don't know. Yes, lag, leave us. No, not the lag. We don't like the lags. Engine overhead valve. Oh, right. Fuel filter didn't get. All right. We need headers. Let's see. Engine header overhead valve D. B8 overhead valve D. Why do they have two of them? And they're not labeled differently. Normally there's like an A and a B. In this case, not so much. Alright, I guess they were ultimately the same. Whatever. It's weird that in the store they had two spots for it, though. Maybe you got some update going on in the background? That's really lagging, huh? I don't think so. There shouldn't be. Like I said, everything is showing fine on my end. I'm not showing... YouTube's not telling me that I've got a bad feed going in. Normally my recording software will tell me if I've got a bad feed. That really stinks. Sorry, everyone. Intake manifold B8. Overhead valve D. Hi, Dragon. You didn't miss a ton yet. We hauled in the Dodge Charger. We've got it all stripped down. We're now rebuilding the engine on it. Once we get this finished, we'll get into the undercarriage. We'll get that all put back together. I need a whole bunch of push rods. Drat. Hate push rods. Why did I eat the stream soul? Is it still feeding really bad? That's not good. Right now everything's fine, so it's okay. By the way, you put a GTA picture instead of a CMS picture in the description. Wait, what are you talking about? You mean in the, Wait a minute. Is it V8 overhead? Is this the push rod I need? I don't remember. Do you mean for the thumbnail? Because I made that picture myself, so I'm quite certain it was from this game. I had to change the coloring on the, coloring on the library that I used to make that picture, though, because it wasn't quite the right shade. But that picture was from this game. Did they have an update where you can work on an 18-wheeler? Gosh, I hope so. I suspect not. I was reading an article today, actually, about the game's release, and the developers were saying that in order to try to meet the demand of the players, because they knew the players were really interested in some expansive things in this particular franchise, they added a whole lot of extra stuff before they rolled the game out, and they tried to rush it too much. And consequently, they had a lot of performance problems with the game when it first rolled out. Now, fortunately, they have a solid fan base, so they were given the opportunity to kind of work on it without people losing their mind too much. So they've largely gotten a lot of things straightened around, but I don't know whether they're going to add something like that. That would be a pretty aggressive update. YouTube's crashing, continuing to... no good. All right, the only other thing I can do is I have this streaming at 60 frames per second right now, and I could tune it down so that it's not doing 60 frames per second, but... console is theoretically supposed to be sometime in the fourth quarter, so between October and December, but I don't know. Grab two of these rocker arms. That'll be good to go. We're going to need head covers. Let's see. V8 overhead D, that's A, and there's the B there. Nice. I love when I don't have to do all the individual little rocker arms. That's a good plus. Stream's running perfectly fine on my end. That's kind of odd. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's people's internet connection, but it's odd that there's a whole bunch of people experiencing the same thing. Hi, Brian Edwards. Welcome to the stream. No, it's YouTube. Twitch has no problems, which was watching a stream on YouTube yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's funny, like, you would think that they would be able to maintain a smoother feed on YouTube more consistently, but I've had some really kind of jerky results there also. What's my favorite car ever? That question comes up a lot, and I don't have a very logical answer. However, my favorite is the 50s Corvette. Don't ask me why, because I don't really know. I just happen to like it. Is this the right carburetor? I think that's it. There's just something about the body style of the 50s Corvette I really like. And from what I understand, it's a horrible driving car. It's like really sloppy steering control, horrible power. There's not supposed to be much about it that's actually worth driving. But I just think it looks cool. Get an air filter. Oh, look at that. I already got it right here. Round filter base, 1 carb. Yeah, that's what I need. Grab this. Grab our round filter. Look at that. This engine's already like more than half done. That didn't get the right one. Oh, why would I want to grab the right one? I love wasting money. All right. Air filter. So I think I got... No, I didn't. I got entirely the wrong filter, too. So I wasted a little bit of money. Good me. Love doing that. Spend some extra cash. All right, now I'm really confused. I don't know which overhead cover I need on this thing. So I'm going to put on what parts I have. I got the right base, but it needs a different cover. I think. Yeah. I think your legs because of Wi-Fi. Oh, worse than McDonald's. Oh, that's rough. When your Wi-Fi at home is worse than McDonald's, that's really bad. All right, so let's get in. I can't. There we go. Damn. Having trouble clicking on things today. I don't know what it is. If you were to stream this game, what would be your number 2 choice be? Probably the game that I'm streaming tomorrow night, which is Fortnite Battle Royale. I'm gonna team up with Kazi tomorrow night. We're gonna do a little bit of squad play tomorrow. See how quickly it takes for someone to blast me. Okay, that's a lot done on there. Oh, I didn't put these clips on yet. I should remember to do that because I always forget the little clips. Come on. Oh, come on. Aim at the clip. There. Hate these little clips. Motorized future thingy. No, it's not related, but what's your opinion on vaping? I don't really see the point to it, but that's because I've never been a smoker, and vaping's not really my thing. So, I guess I don't really have much of an opinion because I don't do it. So it means nothing to me. Is it the overhead valve C I need for here? Yeah. Almost bought the wrong one again. Why is the fuel filter floating? Because they've got some weird things in this in this game where there's no, aside from the spark plug cables and stuff off the distributor, there's basically no wires in this game. There's also no piping or anything. So you kind of end up with these weird scenarios where pieces are just kind of floating in space where they would normally be connected to some kind of tubing. But it just doesn't exist. Cam gear. I need cam gear V8 overhead valve. This one. Forever Kazi hype. It should be interesting. Kazi hasn't tried the Battle Royale yet, so it might be might be a bit of a disastrous team up. But it'll be fun. Probably this one I need. Is it the F? Yes. Good guess. And then overhead valve C. See you later, William Shaver. Thanks for coming out. Time to cover. There we go. Let's go by the color. Don't even need to look it up. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Jeep DLC. I'm curious to see what it has in it. But I'm also hoping that when they do it, they'll come with like some kind of an off-roading course you can do with the Jeep. Because I think that'd be really cool. If you could build up a Jeep and then take it off-road, that would be really wild. I don't think I have any... No spare parts here. Water pump and a crankshaft pulley. I'll get that. Where's my crankshaft? Crankshaft pulley V8 overhead valve. There we go. Kazi undercover. Yeah, there is a few things that it lets you assemble in a really strange order. I mean, I didn't even have the camshaft in until until just a little bit ago. I need a water pump pulley. Oh, or maybe. Take the General Re off-road, then what happens? That would be cool, too. Alright, we need water pump pulley. Oh. Supercharger water pump pulley. Oh, I want that. I only have one car so far that has a supercharger in it. I have a Corvette in the garage that I haven't fixed yet. Which I should probably do one of these days. Okay, arm A and we need an arm B. What's your favorite game to play or live stream? I would have to go with Oxygen Not Included. I've been addicted to that game for a while now. Arm A, arm B, there we go. But I kind of like a lot of the in general, I like games that you can play that aren't the same every time. Like, story games are cool and all because there's a lot that goes into them and people do some really great stuff with them. But for my purposes, when it's more open-ended and I can kind of be a little bit more creative with it, those are the games I tend to like better. I need a power steering pump too. Is it this one? V8 overhead valve F? I think that's it. Clean, no cigs. No cigarettes, just a lot of vaping, eh, Jack? Oh, I grabbed the wrong alternator. Drat. More wasted cash. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't like only because I get to kill off duplicates. I can do that in any game. Anyone else think I should play the Kerbal Space Program? I have heard it's a good game. I'm finding it challenging getting time to play all the different types of things that I'd like to play. That's probably one of my bigger issues currently. I need belts and I'm gonna need spark plugs. Where's Caitlin Roberts? She was here. She's here. There she is. She was hiding. This is not probably the most engaging game for Caitlin. Let's see. Serpentine belt A. This one here. And we're gonna need a B. If I could spell better, that would be great. There we go. Grab our spark plugs. Oh, we don't need 10 spark plugs. This isn't one of those cars. And we're gonna need exhaust manifold ore in here too, I guess. I'm guessing it's probably this one. Maybe I should check. Should check before I spend them. Yeah, that was what it was. Good deal. Keep forgetting to use the list thing you have. Short-term memory loss. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When I'm rebuilding this way, because I can't see all the parts, I didn't necessarily take it all apart. Because most of the engine was missing, so I didn't really have the option to right-click and add stuff to the shopping list. So for the most part, when I'm assembling an engine this way, I find it easier just to buy a couple parts at a time. This game needs open world. Like I fully agree. This game would benefit definitely from having open world since it lets you drive the cars around. I mean, the tracks are cool and all, but it would just be better if you had like more variety in terms of where you could drive. Then just think of the crashes I could have, Caitlin. That'd be great. Let's get all this in here and this in here. Spark plugs. I'm that cheap mechanic. I can do spark plugs and oil changes. Full engine rebuilds, maybe not so much. Only in video games. Of course, this is exactly like real life, so, you know, it wouldn't be that hard. Don't be a mod, it means work, yeah. Sometimes it does, yeah. And I got the wrong spark plug wires. Fantastic. Ignition wires, which ones did I grab? I guess I I must have just got the regular V8 ones. That'll learn me. Alright, so that'll give me the wire. I think the only thing we have left to put on the engine, aside from the gearbox and stuff at the back, is this wonderful fan at the front. And then I think the engine will be all finished and ready to go back in the car, which is cool. So this is the radiator fan B. Oh, thanks so much for hosting. That's amazing. I wish I got better alerts from Twitch. When I have both YouTube and Twitch up, it's hard to see stuff. Oh, it does say it's hosting there. Duh. Well, thank you so much for hosting. Alright, so what was I going to buy? Oh, yeah, radiator fan. I need the radiator fan B. There it is. Okay. I think that finishes off the engine. We can do all the clutch and flywheel and all that stuff when it's actually in the car. But let's get this off of here. We'll slap this back inside our fancy new fixed up chassis. If I can get that off of here. Hold on. There we go. And then we can start to get to work on the suspension on this puppy, and we'll get it all worked up. I really want to see if we're actually successful in getting this thing to jump over the wall on the track. Because I haven't, like I said, I haven't played around with the angles yet. I do know that you can do it. I mean, I did it by accident, but I know you can do it on purpose. I just have to practice it. It might take a few runs at the wall. After stream, we're going to play The Walking Dead Road to Survival. Is that the new mobile game that came out recently? Or am I thinking of something else? Let's grab that. Alright, where is the... There we go. Okay, so I don't know that we fixed the brake servo. Oh, we did. Nice. Radiator C. Ooh, we even fixed that. I got a spare one of those. Man, don't get that too often. Alright, so we have everything in the engine compartment finished now. Let's get this thing up. We'll get on working on the suspension. Memory loss and blind. That's right. I've got all kinds of problems. Put oil in a cryptic fish. Oh, yeah. I should put the oil in now before I forget. The number of times that I've started up the car in this game without any oil in it just goes to show you how professional a mechanic I really am. This thing's going straight into the wall. I'm hoping it'll go over the wall. It's definitely going to go into the wall at some point. Nightbot's not rude. Nightbot's friendly. I gotta figure out some stuff for him to say that actually is entertaining. Say shulks. Just tested something, then followed by Fox Squad, blah, blah. Well, see, the trouble is, if I don't... Depending on... If you're trying to test the lag, if I'm lagged in reading your message, you're not really gonna get a good indicator. Okay. Let's get in here. So... You can never fix the flywheel on this thing, so I guess I'll just replace that right away. It never gets repaired, but we might get lucky with the clutch parts. Some of them sometimes can be repaired, just not this time. Clutch. Have him say jokes. Have who say jokes? I don't have any good jokes. All I have are bad jokes. Oh, have Nightbot say jokes, you mean? Oh, what makes Nightbot evil, exactly? The only reason I thought it would be helpful to have him in, because we had a lot of spammers with the Oxygen Not Included stream. So I thought I might help grab some of those. You know, like, when we did the stream last time, I guess on Tuesday. Man, that was only yesterday. Holy, it feels like it was forever ago. When we had the stream yesterday, I had it set on like a 15-second delay for the chat. But I don't know. It's not like I want to see which sounds better when you say it. Shulks or Fox Squad? I think part of the problem is that the word is skulks, not shulks. I kind of like Fox Den myself, but that would be the same thing our Discord's named. Timeouts for caps. Oh yeah, if you do like long sentences in time, I could change that. But if you do like long all cap sentences, it'll give it like a little timeout thing. Oh yeah, I can't do the drive shaft until I get the rear end of this thing in. There we go. Nice, we fixed that too. Sweet. I'm looking forward to the point where I can actually get 100% repair on stuff, so I don't accidentally break things anymore. Ultra Dog's cousin. Bad jokes are good jokes, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to come up with some stuff I can set up with the bot if we're gonna keep it. I'm just testing it out to see how it works out. If we like it, then maybe we'll keep it, and if we not, if I don't know, if it just becomes more of a hassle, then maybe we won't. But never hurts to try, I figure. Oh, we even fixed the cross member. Wow. This game would be boss with brand name parts. It really would. It just, I think the problem is that it just costs so much to license the names and stuff. So if you had like brand name auto parts and things, and the brand name cars, so that everything was, you know, much more readily identifiable. I mean, there's a lot of debate that goes on in this game about whether people have the right. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Whether people have the right names for cars and stuff. It's funny. 98% of the den are lurking. Yeah. Sway bar. Sway bar B. You're not going to 100% fixing until the very last part is in the toolbox at the moment level 50. Yeah, I'm at like 95% parts repair right now. But I thought when you got to like level 35 or something is when you got 100% repair. I'm almost sure of it. Because I've kind of been staring at it, going, man, I really need that. Or no, that's or maybe that's the one where you can fix body parts, and maybe it's not 100% repair yet. I don't know. That might be what I'm thinking of. Somehow I switched sides. Putting together the opposite side of what I was working on originally. Go to school tomorrow. Need to head to bed. Oh, all right. Thanks for coming out to the stream, Brandon Schultz. I did not fix the upper suspension arm on this side. I think it's going to be amazing if you could customize the cars to what you want them to be. I kind of agree. There's actually somebody has a mod for a 32 Ford. I think would be awesome to like take it and turn it into a little roadster. That would be fun. So if you could actually if you could truly modify the cars in the game instead of just having to have somebody modify the car out of the game and then import it, I think that would be really neat. Sway bar front end link B. We need 2 of those. Is there another game I enjoy playing? There's a whole bunch of them. So I mean, I've been playing a lot of Oxygen Not Included, obviously, and I just front end. Ah, there we go. Oxygen Not Included, I enjoy. Don't Starve. I really enjoy. I've been having a lot of fun with Battle Royale and Fortnite. I'm actually a little bit addicted to that at the moment. It's probably not good for my health. Too many late nights coming out of that thing. I don't know. Did you earn all your money in the game, or did I use mods? I did not use mods for the money. I earned it all in the game. I don't like. For me, that feels a little bit like cheating. Now, granted, because I'm doing videos, sometimes it would probably help to skip ahead that way, but I don't know, I just like to earn it all. You guys ready for the story of CrypticFox and the Cryptic Jocks? Cryptic Jocks, oh my god. That's so wrong. Alright, so for brakes we're going to need pads anyway. I might as well get all those. Oh, no, wait, there's drums on the back. We'll grab 2 drums. I'm going to grab ventilated discs up here, and hopefully we fix the calipers. That would be good. Would I ever play Battlefield 1? I absolutely would play Battlefield 1, and I own it. Would I play it on the channel? Probably not. Really, the only reason I don't know. I have a funny sense that way. I don't know that I make a whole lot of sense. Fortnite is technically a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter game, I guess. But because it's kind of cartoony, I'm like, okay, we'll go with that. If it was too realistic, then I was like, I don't know, that's kind of pushing the whole violence barrier there, but I don't know. I'm a little weird that way. Spin tires looks kind of neat too. I might check that out. I'm actually, I saw, where did I see that? I saw that through the promoter, I think. They had an ad running for it, and it looks pretty neat. I kind of want to try that out. Same, just fixed up your first barn car today. Oh yeah, cool. You can get some pretty decent cash from fixing up and selling the cars. I mean, that's definitely where you get the largest chunks of cash. I found that like taking... oh, we didn't fix that caliper. Taking parts out of the junkyard and then, like, coming back and fixing what you can and selling them can get you a fair amount of cash also. But for, like, just pure lump sum amounts of cash, like, fixing the cars and selling them, you get, like, $50,000, $60,000. There's some cars you can get hundreds of thousands when you sell them. It's crazy. But some of those might just be mods. What was I going to grab? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, caliper. And I think I have a spare cylinder, so I'm not going to grab that. Hopefully it's not going to bite me. Yes, it did. Sweet. Oh, there's multiplayer in Spin Tires? I hadn't seen that. So I know the Spin Tires that's coming out is a sequel, right? Like, there was another one before that. I didn't play the original. So I'm curious to see what that's like. Best General Lee car mechanic builder. I don't know about that. I just follow all the shadows. If I had to put this thing together by memory without having the thing to guide me along, this thing would probably end up looking more like a go-kart. If I had to guess. Alright, so what am I missing here that isn't letting me try to put the wheel on? Oh, tie rods. Duh. Service. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to need shocks. I think this is a double wishbone. Yes. Just buy these all brand new because you can never repair these parts. Double wishbone shock absorbers. We'll need 2 of these. And then in the shocks, we'll need springs and caps. The front caps. Front spring. There we go. I'm going to take the wheels apart too, I guess, while we're at it. So I'm going to put the shocks together over here, and then we'll take the wheels apart. We might be able to fix some of the rims, which would be handy. Alright, get that going. Rim Atlanta. I guess these are the Rim Atlantas. That makes sense. Spin Tires Bundle is going to be 50% off when full release. Oh, really? So they're going to start it on sale and then go not on sale? That's kind of an odd strategy. Hi, Shock. How are you? And welcome, leave a like and sub. Oh, somebody new? My summer car is not going to be my forte if I try it. I really should try it. I'm kind of curious after doing this a whole bunch how bad I really would be. I have a feeling it would be pretty awful. I don't know whether that'd be really entertaining or really frustrating to watch me try to put a car together and have no clue what I'm doing. After you take a car apart 2 times and put it back together, it's easy because you already have the movements and speed down. One would think so. Unless you have a brain like a goldfish, like someone I know. There we go. When you finish, you have to jump it. I'm totally going to jump it. So there's a on the racetrack. There's a wall that you can jump over. If you hit the angle of the hill right that's in front of it, you can clear it. So I'm going to try and do that. It might take a few runs at it because the steering on this is kind of rough. But I would be remiss if did I fix all 4 of those or did some of them break? I didn't notice. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't even try to jump it. Where's my rims? Rim Atlanta 1, 2, 3. Oh, we fixed 3 of them. So it's 16-inch Rim Atlanta. Rims, rims, rims. That's actually pretty good. We fixed 3 out of 4 of them. Considering I'm not... is that the right one? Yeah. Considering I'm not at a point where I'm repairing 100%, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Rim Atlanta 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're all set that way. I should probably get the tires too while we're at it. As long as I'm in here looking at it already. Where'd you get the Dodge Charger RT from? I grabbed it in the junkyard. I had to go back a whole bunch of times to find it, and then when I finally did find it, there was like 4 of them in the same junkyard. It was crazy. And a Challenger was in the same junkyard also. I was like, man, look around for these things over and over again, only to have them turn up when I'm looking for something else. Because I was actually looking for... I installed a mod for this this old Ferrari that I thought would be fun to build. So I went to the junkyard looking for it so I could haul it back to my garage, and I couldn't find it, but I found the Dodge Charger. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not having any luck finding this Ferrari, so why don't we rebuild the Charger and see how it goes. And we'll set it up like the General Lee. The massive bouncer at a casino. Is there any problems, sir? Okay, so vintage tires. I'm going to put the same wheels on this. I put racing tires on it before. And I didn't like the way it handled at all. They were super greasy. Now, the tricky part I find when driving in this game is that it's all like you're all on the gas or all off the gas. There's no like there's no like just applying a little bit of acceleration. And with the Dodge Charger that I did before, it pretty much spins out automatically as soon as you step on the gas. All right, we got 4 of those. Those are pretty cheap tires, actually. We've got our shocks all finished, so that's good. Get this together. No items to work with. What? Oh, it was the wrong rim. There we go. The Ferrari is a fantastic build. It's worth about 830k once. Really? 830k? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's disgusting amounts of cash. Okay, not the rim retro, it's the Atlanta I want. There we go. It looked really cool, so I thought as a mod it would be something fun to build. I wasn't successful finding one in the junkyard after going back like 10 times. So I was like, okay, well I'm gonna pivot, and I know a lot of people have been asking for the General Lee, so let's build that instead. But I definitely still want to do the Ferrari, so I'll probably do that maybe next week. Or if I end up playing this again later this week, then I'll just maybe do a pre-recorded one. But I still want to find it. What the heck happened? Did I use the wrong rim on something? Oh, come on. It's supposed to be the rim Atlanta, and I put one on a classic, so I'm going to take that classic one apart. Take that off. Let's see, where's that rim classic? This one's got to come off of here. When the old Ferrari sold for over 1 million, the price seems pretty normal. I guess it does, but I mean, in this game, that's really like I feel like that's a disruptive amount of cash. Rim Atlanta, there we go. Do I have anything left to balance in here? No, because I screwed up that other tire. Just being a smart butt. I must have missed what you said before that. What's this game cost? It's like $20, I think. You know, it's funny that I look at a lot of these indie. Well, these are, I guess they're kind of like an indie game, but I look at a lot of indie games and smaller release games, and sometimes you never really know what you're going to get when you buy them, if it's going to be something really good or not. But the reality is, if I'd gone out to a movie, I could see a bad movie and spend more money, and have like 2 hours of quote unquote entertainment. Or I could get something like this where I've played this a ridiculous amount. I think I have all 4 of the tires mounted now. So for $20, it seemed like a pretty good deal, but I think that's what it was. It was either 20 or 29. I don't remember now. What do you think about doing my summer car series? Yeah, I actually a number of people have asked about that, and I really do want to play it. It's just whether I can find the time to carve out to play it. My Stewie voice. I don't know about spot on. I'm a little rusty, but hey, Brian, you got my money, man? Where's my money? Go away, man in white. All right, shock absorber we have. That's good. Slap that in. Almost got the front end of this done already, which is good. No exhaust or anything on it yet, but that's okay. We even got wheels on it. Oh, I accidentally messed up my star pattern. Try making kit. They have the right Pontiac in the game. I would like to make I was actually trying to see if somebody had a mod for the kit that would have the light going back and forth on the front of it, and like a redone dashboard on the inside, so it looked like the inside of the kit Trans Am, but no luck there. So I don't know whether I don't know if I want to do it when it doesn't look like the actual Knight Rider 2000 car. Shock absorbers, I cannot fix those, so I'm going to have to buy them. Rear shocks. Rear shock absorber B's. I got 2 of them. Fortunately, there's no Gen 3 Trans Am in the game. You made a joke for me. I must have missed it. Yeah, freaking sweet. Okay, we got that. Let's grab our knuckles on here. Ooh, nice. We fixed those too, so I don't have to buy them. I like when I don't have to buy the parts. It feels to my cheaper side. Look at that. We even fixed those. Brake shoes. I'll fix those. Drums. I think I bought drums already, so that's good. All right, so that's wow. That was a quick rebuild. It's nice when I don't have to go into the store a whole bunch to buy things. I like that. And I'm all out of rubber bushings. Do I like Rick and Morty? I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen it. I've heard it's fantastic, and I really needed to take the time to go and watch it, but I just haven't. It makes $100,000 from restoring vehicles. He never has a vehicle because he sells it as soon as he gets it. I can believe that. I can believe that for sure. Let's get 2 of these. We're gonna need. I think I just wasted money on leaf springs I didn't need. It's bushings I came in here for. I wish I had the talent to rebuild cars. My uncle did a lot of rebuilds, but he did classics. So he had like a Model T and a Model A, and he was really skilled that way. And he would do like all the old car clubs and stuff, and antique restoration clubs and things. And he was super good with cars. Me, not so much. Not that I'm bad with my hands. I never really got the experience in to be good at it. All right, we need a knuckle housing on the end of here. Make the Smokey the Bandit car. They have a fire chicken livery for the car. Oh, sweet. I have that in the garage, I think, actually. I should make that. I have, there's probably, I want to say like 12 cars or so that I have in the garage here that I haven't restored yet. And a bunch of old Fords. Your uncle makes hot rods, so that's cool. There used to be a place near the town that I lived in that they would have like those the classic car nights where you get all the people that come up with all the restored cars. They were pretty sweet. And it was fairly popular too, so you'd get like 100 of the cars out there. Now, granted, if you live in a major city, that maybe not a very significant number, but this was like Niagara Falls area, so it wasn't really like a thriving major metropolis. Jack with your French. Bonjour. Classic Batmobile needs a mod. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I'd be all over that for sure. That would be awesome. I mean, there's probably there's got to be a ton of iconic cars you could think of that you could put in here as a mod that would just be awesome. I think the tricky part though is that you're still stuck in terms of the way the vehicles behave, so they have certain limitations when they do the mods. I'm not sure how that works exactly. How full is my garage? I've got almost 2 floors full, I think. And yes, I have heard of Diesel Designs Gaming. I've actually checked out a few of his videos. Fuel tank. Snag that. We're going to need a fuel pump. Probably should have just typed in the word fuel and got them both at the same time. Does that say niet? What does what say niet? Have a good night, Georgia Dipper. There's a McLaren 650S. Oh, that's one of the mods, I think, right? I think I saw that. I'd like to see a clown car. I'd like to see an ice cream truck. I don't know why. I just think it would be funny to drive around in an ice cream truck, especially if it played the music. If it didn't play the music, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. But oh, I just messed up my star pattern again. Oh, with the mouse controls. Okay, so we have front suspension, rear suspension. We've got wheels on this thing. We've got a gas tank. We're going to need a whole lot of exhaust stuff. So we're going to need a couple middle mufflers. We're going to need 2 rear mufflers. And we're going to need our front exhaust pipes. Oh boy. Let's see. Front exhaust pipe. V8 overhead valve B, I think is what I need. These. I need 2 of these. We're gonna need middle mufflers. We're gonna need some other mufflers. The V8s, I think it is. Oh wait, no. These ones. Rear muffler, V8 V8 overhead valve. We need 2 of those. Skip your message. What message? You live next to Diesel, and he's a stand-up comedian. Oh, really? That's awesome. Big props to people who do the whole stand-up comedy thing. That has never been my forte. I'm that kind of person that likes to crack jokes with people that I know. And I like to think that I'm witty. But to actually put together a comedy act and then stand on stage and do it, that's not within my wheelhouse. Not that I'm afraid to perform in front of people, because I do the whole like karaoke thing, which is, you know, not exactly performing, but stand-up comedy, not so much. That's pretty cool that he does that. Front exhaust section, V8 overhead valve D. Where are we here? Show me the goods. I think I'm blind. There we go. My mouse pointer was right on top of it, and of course I didn't see it because I was looking everywhere but there. BMW said, aka the one car that's ridiculously small and shaped like a bubble. I saw, actually, there's somebody working on a mod for a Volkswagen Bug, and I totally want one. I think that'd be sweet. Just because it would be fun to make. Or even like a Volkswagen van would be really funny to make. Okay, I think we have the whole exhaust system done. We have all the suspension finished. All the brakes are done. I think we're on to working on the body. Sweet. And what a body it is. Let's get this down here. Are you a mechanic, or if you don't, what is your job? I am definitely not a mechanic. I know just enough about cars to hurt myself, and not enough to help anybody. My job is actually, I'm in process management work, so I do a lot of like studying how our company does what we do, and then looking for opportunities to make it more efficient. Can you do newer cars near you? You kind of can, but all the newer cars you can't get at the junkyards or in the barns, so you end up buying them, and then you bought basically a brand new car, and then you don't have anything to fix. It's kind of weird. So consequently, I haven't done any. Let's see, Dodge Charger. We need pretty much all the parts, because I don't have the skill yet to fix the body pieces. I'm 2 levels away. I'm actually just over 1 level away, but still. The concept is the same. Dynamite. Needs a starter. I thought I put a starter in it. Oh, there it is. There's the starter right there. We're good. May you be a moderator on Twitch? I don't generally pick people that ask to be moderators, to be honest with you. For the most part, the people who are moderators now are people that have been following the channel for an extended period of time. So I'm not really going to do like random mod selections. I'm sorry. When you're done with the car, need to... Where do I hide the bodies? I don't hide them. I just drive away from them very fast. Very fast. This is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to getting this thing out and trying it out. I want to jump over that wall. Like, I really want to jump over the wall. I think I might have actually fixed that one headlight. That's weird. There was a point where I was working on cars, and it actually started to let me repair the parts for the body. And I don't think it was supposed to, because it went away. So for a little while, I got the benefit of repairing body parts, which you're not supposed to get, I think, until level 35, and then they patched it and it went away, and now I gotta buy everything again. I just need to put in the time to level. I only need like just a little bit more than like 1 and a little bit levels, and I'll be able to finally repair stuff. Have a good night, Austin. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. Yeah. Don't forget my mirror this time. Right. There we go. We have both mirrors on this time. So it's good that way. We pretty much just need to do the interior on this thing now, and then give it a fancy paint job so it actually looks like the General Lee. I gotta get this thing off the lift, though. If you were a GTA S San Andreas channel, you picked the wrong part, fool. Yep, that's definitely not me, though. You're the best YouTuber on the whole site. Well, I'm glad you think so, but I feel like that's probably an exaggeration. Nevertheless, I appreciate the sentiment. Okay, so this is largely finished now. We just need some seats and a steering wheel. And then we'll give this a fancy coloring job. Actually, I wonder if... it should have a bench seat that's specifically for this, I think. We go into our interiors. Let's see if they have anything here that's related to the charger. Haha, look at that. They got everything. 2 of those, 1 of these. No, I don't want 2 of them. We'll put 2 steering wheels in, 1 on each side. That'd be a real mess to steer it. Are we going for a paint job? Yes, we are after this. There's 1. There's 2. There's our steering wheel. Our bench. And it should be at 100% now. And I always do that. So used to hitting escape to get out of menus and stuff. Alright, let's check the condition on this thing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What am I missing? Oh, the license plates. Whew. Gosh. Alright, we're gonna need license plates. So let's buy those. Because this thing definitely did not have any on it. Who knows the license plate number for the Dukes of Hazzard car? Oh, did Kazi make an appearance? I didn't see him come in. If so, welcome, Kazi. I definitely need to sell parts. You're very right. I know it's a Georgia plate, but what's the number? They have a specific license plate number, and I looked it up before, and now I can't remember it. Seat should be tan like the one in the General Lee. Oh, do they have tan seats in there? Okay, I'll have to swap that. $375. Hold on a second. This is gonna go quiet for a second because I'm gonna flip over to YouTube here, or Google rather. Dukes of Hazzard license plates. CNH 3 something or other. Hold on. CNH 320 it looks like. There we go. And I don't think they have... I'm gonna check, but I don't think they have just the Union Jack plate. No. So I guess we'll get 2 Georgia plates, even though the one on the front is actually supposed to be the Union Jack. They're all saying, oh yeah, sorry. Well, somebody else started typing something else, and then I looked away. That'll learn me. All right, we'll get throw this one on the back of here. Where's my, man, I got all kinds of plates in here now. All right, there's 1 Georgia plate. Another one in the front. I wish I should probably see if there's a mod that could do like the vanity plate for, well, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. There we go. For the vanity plate for like the Union Jack plate that should be on the front of this. Okay, now we'll check the condition, and you better be at 100% now. I'm going to be upset. Yes, 100% across the board. Finally. It's not Union Jack on the Dukes of Hazzard? It's not? Or the Confederate flag, I'm sorry. Yep, totally misspoke. It's the Confederate flag that's on there. Okay, so let's throw this up into the paint bay. Perfect. All right. Now, I actually have the library for this set up with the color and everything already. So we don't even have to paint it. I just choose the library. Livery, whatever. It's just a question of which one is it. Is it that one or is it that one? Ooh, it's that one. No! Ah! There we go. Paint car. Blammo! Looking pretty sharp. It's almost too shiny. We need to go get this thing dirty. 969 Junkyard generally is my dream car. It probably is for a lot of people, actually. Anyone who's like was a big fan of the show, I'm sure, fantasizes about taking the car out and jumping it over big hills. All right, let's take this out to the test track and see if we can jump it over the wall in the. Well, it's actually not even the test track; it's the racetrack. So we'll take it to the racetrack and see if we can jump it over the wall. Looks pretty sharp. I think I got the color right there, right? I feel like it's right. Yeah, we're gonna stream some Fortnite tomorrow night and play a squad match. So I haven't played any squad play at all in Fortnite Battle Royale. It's all just been single player. Oh right, I wanted to do the seats in here again, didn't I? I don't know if I can get a tan bench seat for the back though. The front seats are interchangeable. You can put anything in. But I think for the bench in the back, it has to meet certain conditions. Chapman. These are all these benches actually have like a specific car they fit in. Bench M3. Bench Magnum. I feel like that should probably fit. I wonder if it'll let me. We're gonna experiment. I don't know if this is gonna let me do this or not. Ah, no. It only lets me put it in the one bench. That stinks. Alright, so we have to have a black back seat, which is gonna be a little weird. But we can get tan front seats. Oh, come on. There we go. So we go in here and choose seat instead of bench. That'll let us pick some brownish colored ones. I guess the brown ones are the closest. There's not really a tan. I mean, these ones are almost like a white leather. I feel like that would look a little weird. Maybe this one? I think that'll work. Oh, I did it again. Okay, that looks a little better. So now it's got the brown seats in it. Unfortunately, it's got the black bench seat in the back, but there's not really anything I can do about that. Can you color them if it's in your inventory? I don't think so. Let me check, but I don't think you can. Oh, come on. I've had a lot of people say stuff about like coloring parts, but I haven't really seen the option to. Oops. No. No, there's nothing I can do to it here. I mean, when I go to select the piece, I think it says what the color is. Yeah, so it shows the color, but there's no option to change it. So I don't know. Nevertheless, I mean, it looks good with the front seats. Again, with the escape button, it looks good with the front seats at least. So that looks right. That's pretty cool looking. All right, let's get in. We'll take this thing for a spin. Let's see. Head over to the racetrack, which is where we can jump the wall. Now this is probably gonna take a few attempts because you have to hit it at the right angle to catch enough air to clear the wall. Otherwise, it just sort of hits and ricochets off. So we'll give it a whirl a few times and see what we can do. The airport has been suggested. Look, we can go check it out. We can go try it out at the airport too, but there's nowhere to jump it at the airport, and I really want to jump this thing. Oh yeah, and I totally need to empty the junk in my inventory. I've got a ton in there. That looks pretty sharp. The lighting in this game is a little bit weird. So it's almost like the way it's sort of reflecting the environment. The coloring looks maybe a little weird, but I think I got the color right. It sounds like power. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn down the volume on the game just a little bit because the engine is really loud in this thing. I don't want to deafen everyone who's listening. No, that might be too quiet. Sorry. There we go. Alright, so this is the wall we can jump over here. Oh, this is the wall. No. I fished it. This thing has a lot of power. That's all over the place. Nope. I gotta remember to use the handbrake on this thing. Oh, again. Oh, that's still too loud. I can see the bars really jumping up there when I step on the gas. My driving might have improved a tiny little bit, but... Yeah, I'm trying to drift, but I forgot to hit the space bar to go around. So the trouble is, when I step on the gas, you're either all on the throttle or all off. Boom! So even just stepping on the gas, it ends up drifting. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, no, hit the wall. Okay, so to jump the wall down here, we have to go through the... we have to go through the pit to get the right angle at the wall. So we're going to try and do that. If I can handle the acceleration on this thing just a little bit. Ah. It's already to scrape the paint, that's right. It's the wrong orange. No. I had the right orange on it. No, come on. Too greasy, too greasy. Yeah, that didn't work at all. This hill, apparently, if you hit it right, unless they tweaked it, maybe they did. There have been some patches that have come up, but I thought this hill, if you caught it right, you could catch enough air to clear this wall, like right here. The tricky part is going to be catching the right angle. The guy from Twitch stream who's a Top Gear fan, Scottish lady, approves of you. Oh, not enough. Oh, yeah, that was totally planned. Brighter color orange. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, it's all over the place. It's all over. It's all over. No. It's so hard to handle. It's so dark it's a Hemi orange on the jar. Well, it's not actually a Hemi orange though. They have a special color they had for it. It was actually from like a Corvette Fire Red. But it was an orange color, but they called it like a Fire Red. Oh, you get in the pylons. Oh my gosh. Driving with me is like Caitlin's worst nightmare. Alright. Again, hold a good line this time. Nope, slipping. It's slipping. Ah! I don't know if we're gonna do this. Yeah, you need a narrator. Them Hazzard boys are in for a big load of trouble. There we go. This car has crazy power though. Oh, almost. Okay. Come on. Show me the goods. Oh, no! Well, we got a little jump, but it didn't go over the wall. I wonder if there's anywhere else in here. I think that's the only hill that's in here, though. Oh, maybe down over there I can see. See, there might be a hill over there. No, that one's just a barrier wall. Actually, I've never gone over there. Let's go see what's over this way. Alright, so we'll heal it right around here. No, 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 no. There we go. Oh, there's a wall. There's a hill there. If I can get the car to go straight. Oh, that's going to be our shot right there. That's how we're going to get out. I got to back up and get a run at it, though. It's so hard to drive in a straight line on the dirt. No, 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 come on. Oh, almost. Driverless cars are our future. This is proof. Are you suggesting in some way? Yeah, you like spinning them tires, don't you? Well, like I said, the hard part with this is that when you step on the gas, it's either all on or all off. There's no varying degrees of how far you push on the pedal. So unless I'm just tapping on the arrow key to try to just get little bursts of power out of it, then it's kind of an issue. Oh, don't spin, don't spin, don't spin, don't spin. Ah, no, I lost all my power. Not suggesting, stating. It does look more red in this light than orange, you're right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get... Well, I wish it would show the dirt on the car. That'd be funny. Okay. If I can get a good angle on this... Oh, so close! Internet just dropped. That's no good. All right, I'm gonna give this maybe one more whirl. See if we can get this thing to clear the wall. And if not, then maybe we'll head back and we'll finish off the Daytona that was in there. We started it on the last stream, and then I didn't get it done yet. Okay. Well, I'm gonna change my camera angle. We get something a little bit more manageable. Oh, no, it's not gonna work. Don't hit it dead on. Try hitting the hill from the other side, almost perpendicular to the wall. Let me see what you're talking about there. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, from here, if you can catch enough air, I guess you might clear that. Oh, it's so slippery. Is this racetrack out of PS1 era? Yeah, something like that. Woohoo! Oh! All right, I think I might have caused a problem. I don't think we want to be over here. There's nowhere to go from over here. Unless I can get enough steam, I think I might be trapped in this space. And on this dirt, it's really hard to get any gas going. Over the barrier. There we go. Can you go back to the future car on here? Which future car? Oh my gosh. Oh, back to the future car. The can't even think of it now. My brain's not working. But I know what you mean. And I haven't seen one, no. The DeLorean. I haven't seen any DeLoreans. Okay, I think I'm going to trap myself here now. Unless I can get any speed, but I can't because the car slides too much. Well, I jumped a wall. I just didn't jump the one I meant to. Freedom! Free the general! Free the general! If I can hit this barrier at the end, I might be able to skip it over, maybe. Or not. Alright, I think we're going to be stuck in here. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to get out. Because I just can't get enough of a head of steam to actually catch any air off these hills. So we'll have to head back to the garage. Let's work on finishing out the Daytona, though. This turned out pretty nice. I like how that looks. I'm penned in. I trapped myself. Done trapped myself. We got a little jump out of it. Actually, we got two jumps. One of them, not so much because it's more like a sideways kind of thing. But that one, we actually jumped over the railing. That was cool. Would have been nice to catch some real air, but what are you going to do? Have a good night, Dave Stevens. How to trap a wild car. That's right. Just jump it over a fence and stick it in an area you can't get out of. All right, so we have that finished. Where were we on the Daytona? Now, I think we had the engine all finished in this. So it's all spick and span. I think we had... No, okay, so it looks like we're still working on most of the suspension on this thing. I might explain why I had some, like, an extra front steering knuckle in my inventory. Upper suspension arm, I'm going to need both of those. Love to see someone put a Bricklin SV1 in this game. Yeah. Are there any mid-engine cars in the game? No, not that I've seen. Yeah, we're down on the track, Caitlin. You can look back again. Have a good night, Nicholas. Thanks for coming to check out the stream. That's fun. I wish they had a little bit more of like a straightaway track that you could run on, where you could really get some steam going on the cars. The one racetrack they have is just so windy, and you could drive around in the airport track, but yeah, it's not really like a racetrack. It's just like a big open area. This is front end sway bar link B. There we go. Good old Canadian car company. Can we see all the cars that's done? Sure. We'll head out to the garage and I'll show you those. Just give me one quick second here. I'm gonna get these this one side of the suspension done. I don't have that many that are finished though. I think maybe a half a dozen of them so far. Put that on there. Perfect. I don't have the shocks ready for this, so I'll do those after. Front axle knuckle cover. Gonna need 2 of these. Wheel bearings I know I'm gonna need. Oh, barring. There we go. Actually, I should have checked whether this had disc brakes or drum brakes in the back. What would you like to see more? Police cruiser or fire truck? Oh my gosh, fire truck, totally. Police cruiser would be more fun to drive, but the fire truck is just novel. Thought about picking this up a little bit. Killer time and downtime to relax game. It's actually it's a chill game. I mean, I've put a lot of hours into this already, just in leveling up because it takes a long time to level up, unfortunately. But it's been really fun, and it seems like it's a more broadly interesting game to people than I thought it would be. To be honest with you, I don't remember if this says drum brakes on the back or discs, so won't go crazy. If you finish this one before midnight, maybe make a run to the junkyard and see if you can find the Ferrari. Yeah, that'd be good. Wheel hub caps I did not buy, so I'm gonna need those. 2 of these. Police cruisers are super gross on the inside. Yeah. I don't want to know how you know that. I'm guessing it's not an occupational thing for you. Have a good night, Mad Max. Where are we here? I need calipers. Oh, is Ray leaving as well? Oh no, it's Hunt Geronimo. Have a good night. Thanks so much for hosting the stream as well. Okay, that's all done. I just need to do the shocks on this side, so I'll leave that. Let's go. Did I do the one? No, I didn't. Okay, so let's go take a look at what we have in the garage. So we have the General Lee that's finished. In the garage here, I have 2 levels so far. The third one I haven't unlocked, and they're almost full. On this first level, I don't remember what I have finished there. Let's go take a peek. I know I have another Dodge Charger in there that I painted black instead of painting it up like the General Lee. Cryptic actually is an occupational thing for me. I fix computers on the region PD, so the cruisers are part of it. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad it is an occupational thing for you. So this is the collection of cars that I have in here. No, these are some of these early ones I found that when you brought them back from the junkyard, the bodies were in surprisingly good condition relative to what they should have been. They were super rusted, and then when you haul them back, they're all fine looking. Same thing with this. So there's only a couple cars in here. So we have the Shelby that we finished here, which turned out super sweet. This is the one we accidentally crashed over the wall and got to drive around in the world outside the racetrack, which was really wacky. This is the first Dodge Charger I did that I painted all black. I think it turned out pretty sharp. Over here we have... How many Dodge Chargers do I have? Is this the Challenger? No, this is the Challenger. Sorry. So this is the Dodge Challenger here. This is the Dodge Charger that I did over here. And I actually redid the livery on it, so I did the white stripe. It was all black before. So there's only 3 on this floor that I've done. There must be some more on the next level up. Yeah, the one was a Challenger. I love the fake music in this game. It's actually close to real music. So on the second floor, I think we might have... yeah, I do have 2 Challengers and 2 Chargers, but I have 2 finished Chargers now, and I have 1 unfinished Challenger and 1 finished Challenger, so... Alright, so in here we did this pickup truck here, the 1950s Ford. I think that turned out pretty sharp. We finished our Corvette, which is this one. It's not the supercharged one, though. I haven't done that one yet. That has not been done yet, nor has that. Here's the Mustang we did, the fastback, with the fancy chain steering wheel. That turned out pretty sharp. And then the Corvette here, or sorry, the Porsche here is the only other one that I've done. So I still have a whole lot of cars to go through. Cutting audio technicians everywhere. Well, they actually made most of the bands in the game on that radio station, like mock-ups of actual bands. So, like, instead of Audio Slave, it's Audio something or other. Instead of Nickelback, it's 5 cents back. Yeah, the Mustang turned out pretty sharp. Second challenge, you try to make it look like a pro mod. Yeah, I'm actually... It'd be interesting to see what kind of tweaks and stuff you can do in this. Let's get the suspension done on the front of this thing so we can get it all finished. There are no items to work with. Of course not. Knuckle. I look up Knuck. I'll find the knuckle. Front steering knuckle. Oh gosh, was it an A? Where's my memory again? No, it's a C. There we go. Caitlin, do you need the vodka thing? This is a bad game for Caitlin. Brings back too many crash memories. I don't think it'll take too long to get this thing pulled back together again. We have, I mean, we've done enough of these that slapping all the suspension together is relatively quick. I find the greatest time consumption is in doing the engine just because of all the little parts. Particularly if you have to do both, like all the push rods and then all the individual rocker arms. Suspension and stuff's not really a big deal. Front wheel hub, I do not have. Interesting. I must have sold some junk and actually got rid of some of the parts that I had. Although obviously I haven't done that recently since I have a lot of junk in my inventory right now. No soup for you. 1 year. There we go. The wheel hub cap on there. We have our ventilated disc. We have... Did I break... I can't remember if I bought 2 calipers or only 1. Oh, I did buy 2. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, so that's done. We just need some shocks. Double wishbones, of course. Family friendly. Family friendly. Doubles. I'll need front springs. And then just the 2 caps for it. There's that shock again. I haven't had a good vodka drink in forever either. I actually don't even drink it. Drunk mods are the best mods. I don't know about that. Drunk mods get belligerent. That's what I've heard. Grey Goose, huh? Grey Goose is not my thing. You know what? I actually don't even remember the tires I pulled off this car. I think I might have sold the tires and rims when I was cleaning out junk in between videos. That's funny. I guess we'll just pick some. I'm kind of curious how it'll run on the PS4 and the Xbox One as well, because the game is really not well optimized. My computer's not fantastic, but it's not awful either, and I have to run this on medium graphics. Because otherwise the graphical performance is just too rough. So I'm really curious to see how something like the Xbox is going to handle it when I've already seen so many games that just don't perform on that platform if they're not optimized well. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I should be holding my breath on it. I think I'm going to need a whole bunch more leaf springs. Oh no, I have 1. Leaf spring plates I do need though. Irish whiskey. Whiskey. Okay, that'll get me my leaf spring plates. Oh, actually, I think I need clamps here too. Or the U-bolts. I do. Rat. Need 3 of these. Closing B, wheel hub 4, solid rear drive. I do not have. All right. I do not have a solid rear. You've been a channel since 2009 and only have 91 subs. Have you been making content and stuff, or do you just have a channel that's been that long? Because sometimes people set up a channel or whatever and then don't do anything with it for a long time. Brakes. All right, so we need brake shoes. We'll get 2 of these. We might as well get the drums while I'm at it. I know I'm going to need at least 1 more of the little cylinders, so we'll grab that. Game night last week. That's enough happy stuff to... yeah. Okay, that's one side done. Oh, wait, I gotta grab the... I didn't grab the rear shock absorbers. I should grab those. Rear shock. There we go. Sweet. Alright, that's one side. Get the other side. This will be a fun one to drive around. Although I have a feeling it's going to handle in very much the same way as the Dodge Charger does. Because it's basically almost the same car. Oop, leaf spring. Try to do a 77 Ford Bronco. Is that a mod that they have out right now that you can do the Bronco? Yeah, I mean, let's face it. If you're doing videos, I mean, your primary objective generally shouldn't be money, because the reality is it takes years to build it up with putting out like a lot of consistent content at basically zero pay. So a lot of people think that they can produce a channel and just make money right away, and that's not the reality. So if you enjoy doing the videos, that's probably your best motivation. And then if it turns into something fantastic. Is it a knuckle housing B? I think I needed. Yeah. Change the topic. What kind of work do y'all do? I think we covered what mine was already. Missed the Mazda. I did do a Mazda. I did the RX-7, but I haven't done the RX-3 yet. Wheel Hub 4, I think it is. So I still have the other Mazda to do. It's actually kind of cool. I hadn't done a rotary engine before. That was pretty neat. The video for it should be on the channel somewhere. I have a playlist for like all the car mechanic simulator stuff, so it should be in there. Oh, bushings, almost missed that, because I always forget a bushing somewhere. Well, almost always. Okay, that's all good. Did I do the bushings over here? Yes, I did. I need a fuel tank. And I should probably get a fuel pump too for it. Perfect. Okay, so I think we're just at the point of needing wheels and body left on this thing. Otherwise... Oh, no. Did I do the exhaust? I did do the exhaust. How about that? Alright, so just wheels, body, and then the interior, I guess. And then this thing's ready to go. I don't remember what wheels I took off this thing, though. Is it going to tell me? Rim Retro 10B. Oh, actually, I might have those in my inventory still. Or at least one of them. I think I had a repaired Rim Retro in here. No, that was a Rim Classic I had. I don't know. I'm just going to grab some stuff. Did I put oil in it? I don't know. We'll find out when I try to start it. A Wankel engine would be interesting to break down. It was actually really interesting. It doesn't have like a standard block to it. It was interesting to kind of take it apart like a sandwich. It was neat. 92 subs. Congrats, Mustang. It's always nice to have more than you thought you had. Alright, so rims. What did I say the rim type was? I don't even remember now. Rim Classics they were, I think. Something Rim Classic something B. Actually, 9Cs look kind of cool. 13B. 11B. I don't remember. I gotta grab these ones. This 9C looks awesome. Grab 4 of those. I'm gonna keep it 16-inch. And I'm gonna put the same kind of rubber on it that I actually put on the General Lee. Nightbot has acquired sentience. Nightbot evolved to Skynet. That's right. It's gonna take over. Oh, classic 10Bs. That's what it was. There's no 10B in here. That's so weird. There's the 10s. There's the 11s. It's trying to make me have a rim that the thing doesn't even have. Oh, you know what? Oh, there it is there. No, that's retro rim. Well, I don't know. I think somebody had mentioned before that the rims weren't in here for this particular car, but that's okay. I mean, I grabbed the classic 9Cs, and I think those look pretty good anyway. Let's grab some rubber. We'll go with vintage tires, 16-inch. And we'll do 235 16s. Or sorry, 60s. Yeah, grab 4 of those. Yeah, they are kind of always personal preference. Or I could actually pick the right one. There we go. No, I don't want the Mazdas. We want the... How did I end up with 5 of them? I must have had one in my inventory already. Well, doesn't that just stink? Retro rims 10B. Oh, was it retro rims? Rubbers mean something else in the UK. Well, they do here also. But it also refers to things that are made out of rubber. I didn't, you know, let's not go there. Yeah, that's where. Gosh. Library technician, again, being official. Basically the person behind the desk in the library. Yeah, the Daytona's going to be pretty sharp. What color should we paint it? I haven't even thought about a color for it yet. Okay, this would be tire number 2. There's the 9Cs again. Okay, that'll get us all 4 tires. We just got a little more balancing to do. We can get on here, put the body on this thing, and then we'll figure out a color, I guess. That's 1 wide tire. I figure we're going to need it the way I handle the car. I should probably go for the widest possible thing I can stick on it and see how far they'll stick out from the side of the vehicle. Too many black cars, that's right. I don't think we should paint it black. Paint it pink. Oh, see, now that would be creative. Imagine tearing around in that thing all like hot pink. Oh my gosh, it'd be so wrong. Bright green? We should paint it something crazy. I haven't done any wacky colors. The king from Cars. Diamond Dust Blue. Oh my gosh. Hi, Brayden. How are you? Banana yellow. I think we have. I did the Mazda in a yellow, actually. I might have sold it too, I think. Now that I think of it. Let's get these on here. Getting close. Ooh, I like those rims. Those look cool. Retro rim 10B, my butt. Painted purple. All right. Well, we're gonna pick some kind of a wacky color. Periwinkle. I'm pretty sure it doesn't give that that level of detail in the color choices. Maybe we can make it fuchsia. Do the color orange. Oh, we just did an orange one though. We just did the General Lee. All right, I think she's ready to drive. If we put some seats in this, we can actually drive it out of here. Let's check the oil. Where's the dipstick on this thing? There it is. There it says. Hey, look at that! I did put oil in it. Haha. Remembered it on my own. Take that, interwebs. All right, so this is the Tempest Magnum? Yeah, Tempest Magnum. I need body parts. Can I show you the General Lee? Yep, it's actually still sitting in here in the garage, so just one moment. Tempest Magnum. Just gonna grab all my parts for this in here, and then I'll go show you the General Lee. We took it out for a spin and tried to jump it over the wall on the racetrack. We didn't quite succeed. Probably in large part due to my terrible driving. But we did jump it over a little barrier and got it stuck into an area we couldn't get out of. So it sort of jumped. There's the General Lee there. And our fancy flag on the roof. Oh, actually, the labeling is wrong for the title. It should be it should be over the door, not towards the back. That's probably going to need to be adjusted on the livery. Yeah, how about that? I remembered to put oil in it, right? Do you have to paint primer first in the vehicle? No, you actually don't. You just sort of pick a color and away you go. It turned out pretty sharp, I think, overall. I like that. It's pretty sweet. And of course, this one's practically a Dodge Charger also. All right, so we got front bumper. Well, actually, no. I guess the front is very different. Oh, what the? I still had headlights in it? All right. Whatever. Willy Wonka purple. That's the color we want this thing. Willy Wonka purple. And then we can just take it off to the chocolate factory. We'll be fine. Yeah, we got that. Body window, trunk, rear window. Oh, I forgot to take the rear window out. I did the same thing with the last car we were going with the General Lee. That's funny. Before you go to the track, sell off your junk. Yeah, the hard part is selling the junk doesn't work all that well. So they've got an option in there you can click on to sell junk, but it always leaves a ton of it behind, and then you've got to go through and sell it individually, which is just kind of like a lot of noise. Okay, so that's all pretty much done now. Let's close the hood. I think I've got all the parts on assigned from the license plates. Pretty sure anyway. Let's grab some license plates for this. See, what kind of plates should we do? Five more minutes. Oh yeah, we got time. It's only gonna take a moment to finish putting plates on and get this thing painted. What plates should we put on this thing? Maybe Scenic Idaho? Use San Marino plates. Okay, we'll try those. San Marino. Hey, how about that? They actually have them. They don't have Canadian plates, but they have these. Not bitter about it at all, though. All right, $1,800. Man, that's highway robbery. Man, I'm glad I don't have to pay for plates there. Oh, I just put the wrong plates on it. There we go. San Marino, there we go. And San Marino. Perfect. Nice. All right, let's check the body condition. Global body 85. What did I do wrong? That's not good. I'm either missing a part or there's something in here that's not up to snuff. What part here is not correct? Oh, I don't have an interior. I guess that might have something to do with it. No, that's not what I want. All right, there we go. Move this over to garage spot 1. There we go. So I guess if I want to drive this thing, I suppose seats are probably a must-have. It's the whole interior that I didn't do. And too much of a rush to drive it. Okay, interiors. I wonder if it has any stuff for the Tempest in here. Nope. Bench Magnum leather. Oh, we can put a brown. That's funny. They have a brown bench for this one. Put in 2 of these, and then we're gonna need a steering wheel, I guess. What do we want to do steering wheel wise? Let's go with this one. No, it wasn't the window. It was the whole interior that I forgot. If you're gonna drive my car, you've gotta sit on milk crates apparently. Come on, why can't I do my? Okay, normal mode. Oh, there we go. Jeez. Too many weird things you gotta flip around in this sometimes. It's funny how in order to put in the interior pieces, you first have to go to the mode to take the pieces out, and then just change it immediately to the mode for the actual like putting in the interior. And I did that again. Okay, so that's all finished up. That should give us 100% across the board now. Yes, finally. Okay. Car value, $73,953. That's not bad. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was probably $10,000 or $15,000. I already had a brown one. It wasn't the right type of bench, though. So you gotta have like the specific bench to actually do it. So let's pick a wacky color and paint this thing up. Cantus purple. Ah, I'm trapped. Stuck me behind the door. Okay, so colors, brightness. We'll get this nice and bright. Saturation, we'll go crazy on that too. And then let's look for some wacky purpley colors. Oh yeah, how was that? Oh wait, we can get a little brighter. A little brighter. Oh, that's good stuff right there. How's that purple? It's like a Barney purple almost. My newer car has a stupid electronic handbrake. Oh, gross. Pineapple color. I'm gonna make it like this really crazy purple. What kind of livery have we got for this? Oh yeah, that's a good clash right there. Oh, wow, that almost works. Holy. Weird. All right. Oh, okay. This one's got a boom on the front. We're gonna take this one for sure. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh yeah, look at that pretty beast. Oh, she's sexy. Oh, you would never ever catch me climbing in a car this color. Oh my god, that's terrible. Look at that. Boom. That's disgusting. All right, let's take this out for a spin. Oh my goodness. We didn't go to the airport last time, so we'll go to the airport this time. Take this thing for a little spin around there. No liveries. I want to make it as ugly as possible. Disgusting. Just like crazy Russian hacker. It's almost like the Willy Wonka colors. I guess it's similar. Oh yeah, that thing's pretty. You can't get a nicer car than that. Oh, it could be a movie car almost, yeah. Feel it out. Boy, this thing handles a little better. Now we got the spinning tires. There we go. Ethan Roberts, pause the video. Pause the video. Oh, no, that's gonna hit. Oh, yeah, that was good. Fancy driving right there. This thing has oddly better traction than the Charger does. Even though it's a very similar car. I don't get it. It is kind of a demolition derby, and every time I get out and drive the car, it's pretty close to a demolition derby. It's got some good speed to it. Fancy. It's super ugly, but it's fast. That's right. I'm starring in the next Fast and the Furious. It's gonna be a short movie though, because pretty much I get in the car and there's like an instant crash, and then things just go downhill from there. It doesn't have super acceleration, but it's got good speed to it. No, these are the same tires as what I just put on the Charger. Mind you, the Charger was also getting in the dirt a lot, and that kind of messes it up. Can I take the General Lee for a run? So we'll do one more run with the General Lee. We'll take it out here and see if it handles a little bit better when we're not trying to drive it in the dirt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh! That was a good one. Sweet. Yeah, it's better handling, but it still didn't stop me from smashing into walls and stuff. pretty sweet. They don't have a Beetle in the game yet, but somebody's working on a mod for one. Alright, I'm going to take this back to the garage. We'll bring up the General Lee and try it out here. See how it handles when we're not driving in the dirt. Because I think part of the problem is with the General Lee, we kept going in the dirt, and then the tires just spin like crazy, and you can't get any kind of traction. And disgusting. That's how I jumped the fence. Pretty much, yeah. I hit it really weird, but I was driving a much lighter car, so we had the Shelby Cobra, right? And we hit it like really weird and just like spun off into a tree on the other side. It was kind of neat. Alright, let's take this over to the abandoned airport, and we'll see if it handles a little bit better. Alright, well, we're on test drive 3, Caitlin, sorry. He glitched the front end into the wall and flipped over. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Yeah, cover your eyes, Caitlin. The lighting makes this the paint job on this look weird. I don't know why. It's still fishing a little bit, but it's not quite as bad as it was on the other track. Oh, it's actually it's a little slippery. Go, go, go! Come on, turn! No, don't hit the wall! Oh, okay, we hit the wall. Go, General, go! Can't see the video, only chat. It's good. We haven't hit a single thing, Caitlin. I'm driving like a little old granny. We're hardly moving. There's nothing to worry about in crashing here. Yeah, the Cobra video was funny. So if you check out the Shelby Cobra, after we got it all built, we took it out to the racetrack and took it for a spin, and we ended up actually crashing it and flying it right off the racetrack into like the world outside the track, which was kind of cool. And then we just drove around there until we fell off the world. It's cool how you can spin the camera all the way around the car while it's driving. I like that. No, don't hit! Don't hit! Oh, that hit. This is the exact same tires that I had on the other car, but it definitely handles a little bit differently. So maybe the spoiler in the back actually does make a difference in handling. Boom. Oh, you were watching that stream? That was funny. I laughed pretty hard when the car flew out because I was not expecting it. I thought for sure we were having... the door's messed up. The door doesn't close right on the driver's side. It's weird. There it is. The General Lee. Pretty sweet. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, it's not exactly the same because the grille on the front's not the same. Probably some other minor little tweaks could be done to it. The lettering should actually be forward more on the Confederate flag there. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. We've hit that point in the stream where we're just past the midnight hour. Thanks to everyone for coming to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, then click that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you can get notifications for any future streams we do. I will probably be streaming this again next week, but I may do another car rebuild in between now and then, depending on the timing that I have. Tomorrow night I'm streaming Fortnite Battle Royale with Kazi. We're going to try a little bit of squad play and see how that goes over. And then with any luck, we might even get a chance to, try to finish somewhere close to the top anyway. I'm not super hopeful, because the squad play is very, very different than single play. But it should be fun. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.